Now, Mauritius Freeport Portal sits adjacent to the seaport of Port Louis and has become the largest logistics center in the Indian Ocean. Billed as a duty-free logistics distribution and marketing hub for the region, the Freeport has been drawing more economic activity to the nation, or rather the island nation. Now, earlier, Alec Hogg spoke to Dominique de Frobeville, Chief Executive at Mauritius Freeport Development, who explained more. Now, let's take a look at the conversation where Alec asked him just exactly what lessons they learned from Singapore.
Yeah, I think the Freeport has been developed based on a target of the government to develop service activities within Mauritius. Mauritius has been traditionally an industrial and agricultural country, and the objective of the Freeport was to extend different services in the service sector, and at the same time beneficiate from fiscal incentives and a number of other incentives to develop the Freeport within Mauritius. The objective was to attract international traders, mainly on the route from Asia to Africa, to use this Freeport as a development base to extend their activities into Africa.
Did you learn from anyone, any other countries?
Yes, definitely. The most successful is Dubai. Dubai is the largest and most successful freeport and logistics platform that has been developed. Singapore is also very well known. Hong Kong is also very well known. So obviously at a very different size, because Mauritius is a much smaller operation. But we have learned a lot, and we're still learning a lot from these major logistics centers.
One would presume that as trade grows from Asia to Africa, that you would need to expand further. Do you have spare capacity?
Definitely, there is possibility to expand a bit more the Mauritius Freeport, but as you know, Mauritius is a fairly small country, and access to land can be a limiting factor. So our objective is to target very specific business activities, very specific supply chains that would fit in the vision of a Mauritian Freeport, that would create value within Mauritius, create jobs for Mauritians, and at the same time allow international companies to beneficiate from this activity going into Africa.
Tell us a little more about where you are targeting.
The two different profiles. The first profile we are targeting are major distribution companies that would be shipping into Mauritius bulk quantities, which would be stored within the Freeport, and then individual orders be prepared to be dispatched within Indian Ocean Island and Eastern Africa mainly. The second profile would be manufacturing companies, where they could set up within the Mauritian Freeport manufacturing units, which we target as, I would say, light industrial and light transformation units, because obviously the very heavy industries, it's not really the right setup to put these activities. So those manufacturing companies can be into electronics, can be into seafood. Seafood is developing very well in Mauritius, or can be in some kind of specific consumer goods or white goods. So these are the two main profiles of companies that we would be targeting to continue the development of the Mauritian Freeport.
It's interesting too to look at your financial statements and see that you do trade profitably.
Yes, the Mauritius, it took some time, obviously, because it's been a new development within the country. It's been a new sector of the economy, so it took obviously some time to take off. But we must say that after some 15 years of operations, this sector is quite successful. Just a few quick figures. We have today about 260 Freeport companies trading within Mauritius. The facilities represent some 180,000 square meter of building over 42 acres of land, and we have been trading last year nearly 400,000 tons of products within the Freeport. So to our size, it's been a fairly interesting development, definitely.
And the investment that the shareholders have put in over the years?
For just the company I'm managing, we have been investing in excess of 2.5 billion Mauritian rupees within the facility. And we can say that within the whole Freeport development in Mauritius, there has been above 6 billion Mauritian rupees of investment.
Success story indeed. It's Dominique de Froberville, the Chief Executive of the Mauritian Freeport Development. Thank you for joining us on Powerline.